in the team. For large parts, I don't think it's about inexperience of the team. I think majorly it's about the lack of physicality and then the team being quote and unquote making unnecessary mistakes in the game. And I'll walk you through it. If you look at the game that Chelsea lost against Brentford, they drew against Brentford before they went to play Bayern Munich. In that game, Chelsea were down by goals. Chelsea were down by goals during the first half. In the second half, they equalized and then go in the cushion, made 2-1. In the dying embers of the game, Brentford came from a long set piece throw in to come and score. Now, the most interesting thing is that whilst Chelsea are part of the teams, in fact, Chelsea is the team on top of the teams that have conceded the most chances from set pieces. So it means they're very vulnerable when it comes to set plays. And we know that this season, set plays has become a very, very important part of the game. You can't take it out. But Chelsea are also only second behind Arsenal as the team that scored the most goals from set plays. So offensively, Chelsea are doing well from set plays. Even with Arsenal, Chelsea are only second because Arsenal have scored more penalties. But if you restrict it to just corner kicks, Chelsea are on the same level when it comes to Arsenal. So offensively, Chelsea are doing well scoring from set plays. But when they have to defend set plays, they have issues. Now, what is the difference between the Arsenal team and the Chelsea team? I think it's physicality. I think if you look at that Sunderland game, it was about pure physicality.
So Sunderland, beat Chelsea to it when it comes to physicality.
Yes, if you look at the Sunderland team, Chelsea cannot compare. Then you look at that Chelsea team. Who is a Gabriel Magalhaes in that team? Nobody. Even if you say Tosin Aderebiayo is tall and he's lanky, he doesn't win duels like that. Imagine there is a long throw-in against Arsenal. Mosquera, Magalhaes, Saliba, Calafiori. The short ones are Timber and maybe Ben White. Miles Kelly. But you can't go past it. Same for Liverpool. Liverpool also conceded from a long throw-in, I think, in their last game. But usually, what Liverpool does is that before you come in with that long throw-in, in that first area, they have blocked it with Virgil van Dijk and Ibrahima Konate to be able to get that done. Yeah, but you look through the Chelsea team, the centre backs. If you don't play Trevor Chalobah, you are playing Wesley Fofana. If you don't play Wesley Fofana, you are playing Joshua Kofi Echampon. If you don't play Kofi Echampon, you are playing Tosin Aderebiayo. Even if you go to the middle of the park, Arsenal has Declan Rice. You have Mikel Merino, Moises Caicedo, Romeo Lavia, Enzo Fernandez, Andre Santos. These are not physical specimens to help you.
Oh, but Caicedo is quite physical.
Yes, he is physical. But then, you talk of two in somebody's midfield. Look at even Victor Gyökeres, who will come back and help. Arsenal still don't have Kai Havertz in the team. So I think that the team is evolving. I don't expect Enzo Maresca to do, like I said at the beginning of the season, to do better than third. It is between third and fourth.
Okay.
But when we go into the summer, it is time for Chelsea to now bring in physical specimens to get onto the level of Arsenal.
So Tottenham-Chelsea.
I think that is a game where Chelsea will win. Like I told you against Liverpool.
Okay.
I think that in games like that.
No, but last Saturday you told me Chelsea was going to win against Sunderland.
No, last Saturday we didn't even do the Chelsea analysis.
Oh, really?
I said that I was expecting them to win, but Liverpool, I told you we will win. You see, in big games, just a minute. In big games, the teams are expected to open up and play. When you open up and play, you lose space, Chelsea can hurt you.
Okay.
If the smaller teams come and they make it 5 constricted, that's why Chelsea cannot make a difference. Even Arsenal will score from a set play if you make it very difficult for them. But Chelsea are struggling with that. If they open up, I think there will be a lot of goals and Chelsea will win at it. Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
Javi,
yes, sir.
The weekend matches, I don't know where you're starting from.
But you see, this Liverpool thing, I remember saying that some seasons ago, we talked about the fact that Liverpool did not buy many players. I think that they bought Mama Dashvili, their goalkeeper now, who is advertising for their goalkeeper, Alisson. But he was even on loan until this season that they allowed him to join the squad at Liverpool. So they didn't buy. They had a lot of money around. And all of a sudden, Liverpool started buying players all over the place. You get it? So some of these things take a lot of time to gel. Because if you look at the squad that they have now, on the left side, Robertson, On the right, Trent. Trent has joined Real Madrid now. But on the left side, they bought Kekes from just like Fifi said. They bought him from Bournemouth, one of the defenders who left for Liverpool. But they are still struggling on that side. Kekes for me has not been very good.
But even on the right side, sometimes they deploy.
I'm coming. And even Jeremy Frimpong sometimes. So even on the right side of their defense, they still have not been able to find the right player.
Is it that they didn't make the correct recruitment?
I didn't know about it because I think that on paper, if you look at it on paper, those players that were brought in are quality material.
So they are quality in the middle, and then
even in the middle, I still think that they are even struggling.
They are struggling.
Yeah, with McAllister and who
Gravenberg.
No, but you see, they play against teams two players in midfield. They play against teams with 3 players in midfield, and they overcrowd them in midfield. You get it? So they are struggling on the lateral defensive areas, where on the left side where Robo is there, they have Kekes, and the problem is even serious on the right.
On the right, yeah.
Where they've still not been able to find a solution to whether you use Szoboszlai, use Jeremy, or use whoever.
And because sometimes they are using Szoboszlai on the right, they are being short in the midfield.
So that's the point I'm making. So in midfield areas, or in the midfield area, what they lack the numbers when they meet teams that play 3 very good midfielders. And up front, it is still a problem for Slot.
Is it because of Salah not to pray to
Salah is not playing very level? Salah is not playing very well this season, or maybe the season has not gone very far. So I cannot talk about it.
Florian Wirtz has not lived up to the billing.
So there are a lot of expectation on the young man when he joined from Leverkusen, given how much Liverpool spent on him. Yeah. The same situation that Moises Caicedo went through when he joined from Brighton and Hove Albion to Chelsea. These situations are not situations that you solve overnight. Okay. You get it. So up front, whether it's Ekitike, whether it's Isaac, whoever, I mean, Slot has still not been able to find who will lead his attack. And so there are a lot of try and error here, trying different combinations today, the next day, different other combination, and it has still not been able to work for him. You get it? It has still not been able to work for him. So this season, I'm not expecting Liverpool to push like they pushed last season. And if you look at the way they played so far, at the heart of their defense, there are still issues with Virgil and Ibu Konate. There are still issues at the heart of their defense. So they will have to look at certain areas of.
But they are playing Aston Villa this evening. I mean,
and after that, they have some in 10 days. They have some very very difficult games.
They have Real Madrid,
and
they have Man City
in 10 days. Yeah. So in 10 days, they have these 2. After the Aston Villa game, they have 2 very important games against Real Madrid and Manchester City in 10 days. And these matches are very, very crucial. And then if you look at Slot and his body language on the touchline, anytime Liverpool is playing, Virgil van Dijk, Ibu Konate, when they concede, you clearly can see from their body language that it's as if they don't have a solution to what they are going through. It clearly shows on their gestures and the way they move around when they concede goals that it's as if they've still not been able to find a solution to what they are going through. But I believe that it will take some time. Okay, this season maybe might not work for Liverpool because of the players who have joined in very, very important areas. Okay. But maybe subsequently they will be able to find a way to make the players there. But this season, this league is Arsenal to lose. Huh?
We are now going to week 10. It means that after this weekend, we've got 28 matches to go. But I beg you. Let's talk about this. Arsenal's to take, Arsenal's to lose, blah, blah, somewhere in March, after February.
Listen, the reason I'm saying this is this. Last season, when you played against Newcastle, you played against West Ham, you played against Fulham, you played against Crystal Palace, you were not able to get results out of these games. But the same, you
yes, but there is no guarantee that the results, the games that we got results last season.
Against them last season, you dropped 10 points from games against Newcastle, West Ham, Fulham, and Crystal Palace. You dropped 10 solid points from games against this team. But this season, who chop? And if you look at the way Arsenal is playing, my highest point in the Arsenal game this season so far, still early days yet, but I mean the signs are clearly showing that something is cooking at Arsenal. Look at your defense. You rank top in the league for clean sheets, 6.
6 clean sheets.
Yes. Goals conceded, 3. Shots faced, 72. I mean, if you face 72 shots and you concede 3, I mean, that is huge. Then shots on target faced, 19. Expected goals against, the exit is 5.3. Then if you look at your central defense, and that's what Fifi was talking about, that the teams that normally will push for the Premier League title, they don't have solidity in defense like the way Arsenal have. Because Saliba is there. Some seasons ago, Arsenal started dropping points when he picked up an injury here and there. But he's been very consistent. He stayed off injury, and he and Gabriel, they are the best for me so far in the league, if not even in Europe. If you look at the partnership that these two guys have in it, and your set pieces, you have scored 11 times from set pieces in the league. 11 times. And it's not as if teams don't know that Arsenal score from set pieces. Teams have not been able to find a solution to Arsenal's set piece and the way they convert their set pieces. They've not been able to do that. You've done 2 more than any other side. Chelsea have 9. And the other teams there, we don't even want to talk about them. So everything is working for you. Defensively, you are very solid. You are conceding less good. You are keeping clean sheets. Huh? Your set pieces, very, very wonderful. You are converting for set pieces and things like that. So, I mean, I think that your team there, this is the life you don't win there. We cannot tell wow. I mean, if you don't win this league,
we are all competing, and so why is this about Arsenal? This year is your year. You have to win every year. That's what happens. Because it looks like this one looks more solid.
Because the other teams that are supposed to give Arsenal that opposition
are faltering.
Yeah, clearly you can see that they not found their rhythm yet. I mean, they are still struggling, and this is the period that you try as much as possible to stretch the points. I think the point difference is 4 points now, right?
Yeah.
You have to stretch the points, stretch it to maybe 8, 9, 10. Then let's see what will happen, because I think that the team is very good. Arsenal did not buy so many players like Liverpool did. I mean, they bought in certain very, very, very important areas. And midfield, Partey left, Mendy joined. Up front, even though Kai Havertz is not around, you carry for me, even though he's not getting the goals like you expect him to get when he was in Portugal. But his work rate is solid.
We have Eze in as well.
Eze is here. I mean, for Martin Odegaard, I mean, Odegaard has always been a creator in midfield for you, but injury situations have conspired to make sure that he doesn't play on a regular basis lately. Yeah. But Eze is around. He's deputized for him very well, and he's orchestrating things in midfield for you. So,
and Madueke was not bad since the start of the season. Unfortunately, he's also picked up an injury.
Saka is playing now. Saka is playing now, and your players, everybody's around. So. You also lose. So this is you have to win.
So let's look at some of the specific games quickly. Chelsea-Tottenham, the last game of the day today.
I mean, this Thomas Frank guy, I think that people are just praising him too much.
They are praising him. Is it because of what his team is doing? That's why he's earning the praise, what his teams has done. For instance, what Brentford, how he was able to carry Brentford. I mean, some of the players in there.
I carry Brentford to where
he made them stars. Like the likes of. Mbeumo and Wissa, they were not bad, but between them, they scored double digits of goals each last 2 seasons, 18, 19. So, I mean, well.
You see, the good thing for him at Spurs is that, and then Daniel Levy is gone, so maybe you have the opportunity of getting reinforcement. And Levy, it was not normal for him to buy so many players season in, season out. But now that he's out of the scene, I think that he'll be able to get some players. But I've seen Spurs. They have a team all right. Kudus and the other guys are playing, but I don't think that they are so a team that normally will put fear in you or Shivers will run down your spine.
Will Chelsea beat them?
Hey, Javier, they are good.
Hold on one space.
Yeah. I mean, they are solid though. This is the team that
17 points.
They gave Paris Saint-Germain a run for their money.
But what I'm saying is that you look at Arsenal, and even you look at City.
Oh yes, but
I'm looking at the game.
But what I'm saying is that if they are good, all right, but I don't think that they've got to the stage where we can say that they can challenge for the Premier League. Maybe top 4.
Cannot. But then in the context of the Chelsea game, I think that's where the worry is.
No, but Chelsea game in the context of the Chelsea, I agree, because Chelsea under Enzo Maresca has also not been very consistent as far as his selection is concerned. Yeah. He's always trying to please everybody, and you can't get a team if you want to always chop and change players, and that's what he's done. He has this squad that he wants to please. So in games that you expect Chelsea to win maybe in the first half. He will throw in some of these inexperienced guys, and in the second half, all of a sudden, he will just introduce Reece James and the other guys into the team, and then Chelsea will get lucky and they win.
But I think that Enzo Maresca's decision when it comes, the reason why he doesn't ever feel that starting a constant 11 is the situation in the club, the injuries. You see, like we were at some point in time, almost every Chelsea fan had given up on Reece James and said that the club should probably sell him. But it's Maresca's management of the young man that has made him play this.
No, but what I'm saying is that for Reece, you have Malo Gusto around. So if Reece doesn't play, Gusto is around. Yeah. But look at our back line.
But injury, no. Levi Cole got injured.
No, but he's been out for a very long time.
Yeah,
so let's not talk about him. Tosin Aderbia is around. Okay.
Yeah.
West Fofana back from injury. When Chaluba is there, Josh Champion is there. But has he been consistent? If you look at us now, there's consistency in the back line. When we talked about Gabriel and
Saliba.
Yes. So let's once they play together for a very long time.
Some consistency in
there. They play together for a very long time, then they gel. I mean, this one moves to this side. The other guy knows that I have to go and cover up for him and things like that. But today it is Chaluba and Josh. The next day it is Aderbia and somebody else, and then somebody else.
I think it's difficult for Maresca. So now let me try and give you the picture.
Okay.
When Chelsea started the season, Chelsea had only 2 center backs fit. He had just 2 center backs there. He has said that Arsenal will win, so your man has come to come and say hello to you. Chelsea had just
leave Naya alone.
Chelsea had just 2 center backs fit. It was Levi Cole and then what's his name? Tosin Aderbia, because even Chalobah was also injured at some point in time. Then just before the season starts, then Levi Cole goes down injured. Now, at that point in time, Chalobah had recovered. So Maresca was left with just 2, Tosin and Chalobah. Now, Tosin has those issues of the lack of pace. So at certain times, he can't even play him. If you remember, it got to a point where before the Liverpool game, Chelsea only had Benoit Badiashile and then Joshua Kofi Achampong. Right after the Liverpool game, even in that Liverpool game, those 2 centre-backs could not finish. Then he had to come and switch to play Joshua Achampong and either Chalobah or Tosin. So the injury situation for me is worrying Maresca. He has never had a constant backline that is ready to go. There are times where some of the backline were even also getting red cards, like the last time Chalobah and the likes also. So Maresca is in a very bad place. That is why I do not agree with the sporting directors not buying a centre back for him. I think Joshua Achampong has been very, very good, but then Chelsea needed just one more centre back that could come in and then add some guile to the team to give them that depth. For me, that's
but so far, how many centre backs do you have?
Chelsea are like 6 centre backs.
So do you need another one again?
I think they do.
Hey.
They do.
They do.
But the Chalobah will now start for us now. And Arsenal is a serious to win. Tosin will not start for us now.
No.
Maybe Levi can get close when he's in his top form.
No, but he cannot. He cannot displace
currently, he
cannot displace Gabriel.
Even the Mosquera boy, when he comes, he's also been solid so far.
But Levi is better than Mosquera. Mosquera is but Levi.
Fine.
But he's not on that level of even. And Levi was building it. He's young. Joshua has that capacity. He can build it. But if you're talking about 2 centre backs, you know, when William Saliba started playing, his big break in Saint Etienne, you know his defensive partner? Wesley Fofana. So Wesley, in fact, in Saint Etienne, Wesley was a better player than William Saliba. You know, Saliba came, he went on loan. I don't know if you remember. Arsenal fans were angry. Why is he good? He went on loan. Wesley, at that time, was one of the best centre-backs at Leicester City. Then got that ACL, came to Chelsea, injuries upon injuries. So they need to find
people. But Fifi, the point still remains that, I mean, when these players are fit, okay, barring any injury, we still have not been able to find a combination at the heart of our defense. But if you look at the other teams, clearly you can look at Liverpool and you can mention them. You look at Arsenal, you can mention them. Newcastle, you can mention them. All the teams you can mention them. For Chelsea, it is still a problem.
Have you last season, before Wesley Fofana got injured, Chelsea played all the season until Wesley's injured with Wesley, and then because one is left, one is right, and it was perfect. But just when Wesley got injured, now he had to change. Do you remember that was the time he was playing Axel de Sassi? He would go and bring Chalobah to come and partner.
We forgot one player, Badiashile. Badiashile is still there.
But you see, even when Badiashile returned against Liverpool, will be
will testify
to that. Bellachile and then Joshua versus Liverpool. I have said that Bellachile's issue is the injury issues. If he's able to stay fit and play, people will see.
Okay, it's 20 minutes after 7. Let's activate the phone lines now. Premier League matches coming up. Today we didn't really touch on the other leagues, but we gave you the fixtures of the French Ligue 1, the German Bundesliga, the Spanish La Liga, as well as the Italian Serie A. I don't know which of them is going to be your pick. 03220-83596, 83597. We're speaking about Ruben Amorim and his 1 year in stay.
The other clubs that are in the top 4 bracket now, they have. So there's still work in progress. I think that there are a lot of things that he still has to do to make sure that the team gets very consistent. It's about consistency. Because 3 matches on the trot, fine, but it has to be consistent. I mean, you don't have to win 3 matches against any team, and the next week or 2 weeks after that, you go to sleep again. It has to be consistent, and I think that is one area that he has to look at. But for me, he has not performed well for me. Because if you look at United and their pedigree and the way United is in England, you expect a manager who will come, because there were problems.
Yeah.
That is why they hired him. But when he joined, I don't think that he's been able to solve the problem that United have. He's not been able to do that. So those are areas that he has to look at. But I mean, he has some nice runs recently. And
so maybe that's the beginning of solving of the problem.
Fine.
Okay, Fee.
Well, I think that Manchester United always wanted that manager that would help them solve their problems. And post Alex Ferguson, it has been very, very difficult to find those problem-solving managers. And it has never been short long-term. I think that when Omar Barada and the team flew to Lisbon to try and convince Ruben Amorim to become their next manager, the plan was to, for the very first time, give a manager a long rope to operate and hope that it works for him. So remember, it was in the middle of the season where he didn't want to move initially. The club forced him to move. He moved, and then whilst he was struggling, we kept on saying that maybe he didn't get the time enough to build with the squad. So he had to get the benefits of preseason. He did get preseason this season. And the good thing for me, I don't think a lot of things have changed about Ruben Amorim. I think that the good thing is that the recruitment for Manchester United in the short term was right recruitment. They recruited players that can play in the way Ruben Amorim wants to play in the English Premier League. Why am I saying this? They bought Benjamin Sesko, Matthias Cunha, and added Brian Mbeumo. I did not agree with Manchester United buying Benjamin Sesko. I felt that with Rasmus Hojlund and the likes in the team, it was important for them to have reinvested the money elsewhere. Probably gotten in a Carlos Baleba or another midfielder to augment the lack of quality that they have in that side of the pitch. But then again, they decided to go in that direction to get in that player. But what you've realized Manchester United do this season is that when they play against certain kind of teams, they are comfortable to go long with the ball. So there is a similarity in the teams that Manchester United have won against. And if you pick up the last 3 games that they've played, when you pick Liverpool that they played against the last time and they won, Liverpool is a team that dominates the ball. So if you're a team that dominates the ball and come to Manchester United, or even at home at Anfield, we expected Liverpool to dominate the ball. That style of play fits seamlessly into how Ruben Amorim wants to play. He will get results. He will be able to go long, win the second balls. And it was the same template for the game against Chelsea, where he goes long into either Sesko or Brian Mbeumo. Then Mason Mount and Amad Diallo and the likes who are close will pick up those second balls and they will hit you. It's not a bad way of playing. It is what will get the best out of the Manchester United squad. If you look at again what he did against Sunderland at home at Old Trafford, the Sunderland game was also a game where Manchester United were playing at home. But we know that, but for the last game that Sunderland played against Chelsea, where they played in a back 5, Sunderland in all of their 9 games prior had played in a 4-3-3 flat, dominating possession, holding on to the ball, trying to play even like they were a Premier League big boy. So when they went to Old Trafford, they tried to play in that way. And when you play like that again, Manchester United will hurt you. The last time out was when Manchester United went on to go and play against Brighton and Hove Albion. The same thing. Brighton and Hove Albion likes the ball. They like possession. They like to control it. They like to play out from the back. They like to do all of those things. Eventually, Manchester United got the results that they were looking for in that game. So all of these three teams are teams that are very similar in their modus operandi.